Hello again guys, it's Carly from the Poetry of Nice and I have a haul video for you guys. So yesterday we ended up going to a Goodwill outlet for pretty much the first time. We've tried one before but it was teeny tiny. Maybe like 3 bins of clothing, if that. This one was actually the one in Nashville, and so there was loads. It was very busy and it was not quite what I thought it was going to be, and I'll kind of tell you a bit about that. So the quality of the stuff, I guess, and it may just have been like where the bins were in the rotation when I was there, or maybe my expectations were too high, I'm not sure, but I didn't really find a whole lot there that I was excited about. I feel like for every kind of like maybe 30 to 50 pieces that I picked up that weren't any good, maybe I would find one that was something that I took home. So I ended up getting about sort of between 7 to 10 pieces from the bins, which I'll show you in this whole video. But also there was a retail store next door, and I ended up going in there and doing a little bit of shopping as well and got about 17 pieces. So I ended up coming home with quite a few things and some good quality things as well, but for the sort of 2.5 hour drive, maybe almost 3 hour drive that it was to go there, I probably wouldn't do that again anytime soon. But let me know what you think. I'll show you the stuff and let me know if you would think it was worth the drive. All right, here we go. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you some of the items that I got at the bin. So everything there was 99 cents a pound for like clothing and textiles and things like that. I ended up getting, I think it was like 10.5 pounds, so it cost me about $11 after tax. And some of those things were actually things for my kids, like toys that they had found. So anyway, here is the clothing that I found there. So the first thing I grabbed was this like navy blue, almost like a cropped kind of blouse. It has this detail on the back where it is sort of open, if you can see that, and it also has like a scalloped edge and like a little bit of an eyelet cut happening as well. So just a nice like simple piece. It feels almost like a linen, though it's probably a cotton. But anyway, it is a JQ factory piece. There is the label, and you know, again, 99 cents a pound, so this costs pretty much next to nothing, and that'll go up on Poshmark and eBay, and that'll probably go up for around sort of $20, and then I'll take offers. And the next thing I grabbed from the bins was just a little pair of American Eagle like short shorts, just these like kind of, it's almost like a cobalt blue. That's just kind of the kind of thing that sells every day in my store, but not for very much. So I'll probably put these up for about $12.99, something like that. Next thing, again a Poshmark and eBay piece. It's just Victoria's Secret, but it's like a little kind of cropped space dye heathered style sweater, and it has like a lace detail on the front and the back, long sleeve. So that's a pretty cute little piece. That'll probably go for around 15. This is really more of a fall piece, but anyway, it's just the North Face, and I've mentioned before, but making sure that the North Face is authentic, because it is faked sometimes. There's like a little hologram sticker that you can look for underneath these tags, although I think older pieces sometimes don't have them. But anyway, it is just a little like grey corduroy sort of knee length kind of skirt. Again, probably go up for around 15 on eBay, that one. These will probably go away until I start listing my fall and winter stuff. That's just a personal choice. But they are again just Victoria's Secret, size large, and they're just a pair of pajama pants, but they've got this polar bear wearing a bow around his neck print. They're in good shape, not too much wash wear, no holes, no stains, anything like that. So I figured I would throw them in my cart, and again, maybe 15 on eBay or Posh. This I'm not too sure about. I think I was desperate at this point. So it's red and black, obviously, and it is the Hogwarts. So I guess like, is that Gryffindor? I don't know. Don't shoot me. I don't know anything about Harry Potter. But oh look, it's all the houses. There you go. Anyway, it's just like a little, almost like a little like a varsity kind of sweater, but with a hood. It is like an authentic Harry Potter piece, but I still don't think it's going to go for much. I'll probably put this up for like $16.99 on eBay and take best offers, honestly. Although I have had some good luck with Harry Potter stuff, so it's still popular. All right. These are some Nike like I guess like track pants, although they had this zipper like all the way up to the top. It is a vintage tag, and they're in really good shape for being older. No stains, no nothing. So those will go up on eBay and on Etsy. Probably not on Poshmark. We'll see. The one pair of jeans that I picked up at the bin is just a Not Your Daughter's jeans, size 14, and they are skinny. These will probably go for around 25 bucks plus shipping, which obviously will pay twice over for everything that I bought there, so not too bad. And then these will go eBay and Etsy and possibly Poshmark. We'll see how my vintage shorts kind of do, but they're just Calvin Klein jeans. They're a little bit older. I would probably say like 2000s or like very late 90s. But yeah, they're not too bad. They are the Cuff Short Double Stone. I don't know. Mom jeans, high rise. They'll definitely go on Etsy though. All right, what else do we, okay, this is the last item from the bins, and it's just a pair of like little brown cargo shorts, and then the brand is Sundance. This brand is kind of hit or miss for me. Sometimes I'll grab something and it'll sell within the day, and I have one linen jacket that I think is really nice and has been sitting for well over a year, and I'm not sure what to do with it. But when it's so cheap, I'll go ahead and grab it. Okay, so everything that we're getting into next is what was in the retail store next door. So that's like a fully priced Goodwill, like a normal price Goodwill, full price and whatnot. Although they did have two tags, one of which was 99 cents, which I found a couple of things, and then one of which was half price, which again I found a couple of things, but most of the time I paid full price. It worked out as each item was about $4 a piece, which is not too bad really for thrift store prices. It was a much more pleasurable experience. I had the AC, I had the music playing, all the things on racks that I could just kind of flip through. I definitely preferred the thrift store experience than the bins experience. Having said that, I do like a good rummage sale, and I'm not afraid of doing that. So, you know, it's kind of hit or miss. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is a massive thrifting fail, because I think it's only fair to show you, you know, the stuff that goes wrong as well. So I grabbed this blouse, like a leopard animal print. The brand is Maeve, which is a Anthropologie brand, exposed zipper. I thought, what a good piece, especially for kind of like spring and summer and stuff. And check it out. Can you see the underarms? How did I miss this? And they're both like that. It's like it got into a fight with the washing machine and it just shredded the underarms. I don't even know. But so there's $4 gone. But it happens, you know, like it happens to everyone. I've been doing this for what, like 2.5, 3 years now, and I still miss stuff. Go figure. Okay, so the next piece is Denim and Supply by Ralph Lauren. This is a like a lightweight, light knit sweater, but it has this kind of southwestern print to it. I find that Ralph Lauren stuff with the southwest print does really well for me personally, so I went ahead and grabbed that, remembering that like about $4 is what I paid for each piece. Next piece I'm going to show you is Cut Loose. I just sold an item from them. It was a little more plain, but a bit more layered, kind of very Lagan looky, but it went for about $35. So I went ahead and grabbed this. It's this kind of chartreuse green yellow color, which is fairly in, and then it has like a linen trim with a leaf embroidery, kind of like a, I guess like a cardigan. It's button up and whatnot. So yeah, I figured I would go ahead and try that since I did pretty well with the other piece that I had from them. The next piece is, it's going to be hard to show you this, but I'll do my best. Knitted and Knotted, which is an Anthropologie brand. Really, really cute little black sweater, and it has this polka dot sheer detail on the back and on the chest there, little 3/4 sleeve. Went ahead and grabbed that. Did find quite a few Anthropologie pieces, which I like to have in my Posh store right now, because I do feel like it drives some traffic because they're such well-known brands and they're sought after. And it also allows me, having things like Anthropologie, Lululemon, Athleta, Nike, Lilly Pulitzer. I don't have Tory Burch right now, but I would get it. These are things that like these parties pop up day in, day out with those kind of brands noted in them, and that just allows you to go ahead and share to those parties frequently. So I feel like it's a fairly good move if you can find it with a low cost, not to mention, like I said, people are looking for them. So this is Rick Rack, which is also a Anthropologie brand. It's just like a little grey ruffle front, I don't know, long sleeve, lightweight top. Let's see, this is one of the 99-cent pieces, although I'm calling it $4 since it all kind of averaged out. It's Blue and Grey, which is like under the same umbrella as Untitled Loft, but I believe a little bit more expensive. Anyway, this did well for me, this brand. I've only sold one piece so far, but on Poshmark, and it sold really quickly. And it was similar with the kind of like dark and light grey and like stripes and stuff, so I went ahead and grabbed that piece. Most of these will be cross-posted as well, I should mention, like eBay and Poshmark, but I'm kind of loving Poshmark right now, which I'll probably do another video and get into that a little bit more later on. But I'm really enjoying using that app to sell, and it's doing well, like several sales a day. I would say it's beginning to creep up on eBay right now, and I've been doing it for about 3 to 4 weeks. So if you want to see a video on that and how I'm doing with Poshmark, let me know in the comments below, and that'll be something I kind of prioritize for you guys. Okay, Soft Surroundings, a brand I always like to grab. Just a really nice, almost like army green cardigan, but it has this like button detail, like very layered and drapey. Super nice. And some of these things are a bit more fall, like I'm aware of that, but that's okay. They still sell, and I think when you find something good, you should just grab it despite the season. That's my personal opinion. Okay, so I grabbed these. Again, call it $4. These are Cole Haan. So they're like a black suede with this ankle strap, platform, stiletto heel. So overall a good style anyway. They do have leather soles, which is usually a very good sign of quality as well. They're 9.5, which is a good size, and they're a collaboration with Nike Air. I don't know if that makes them particularly special or not, but for $4 I figured I would go ahead and grab them and find out. I'm fairly confident that they'll do all right. They may sit for a little while, but I think the style alone would sell them, let alone all the other stuff, so we'll see. Okay, you're gonna hear some rustling, just brace yourself. I've actually already photographed and like started to list some things, so I'm gonna take them out of my inventory baggies and show you each piece at a time, so just bear with me with the rustling. All right, so these are just a pair of, like, again, army green skinny jeans, and the brand is Vince. There we go. They are marked size 24. They actually measure to a 26-inch waist. Always measure your jeans. I very infrequently find a pair of jeans that are labeled a certain size, like inches for the waist, and actually measure that. Once people wear them and wash them and stretch them and all that kind of stuff, they usually shift around a little bit. So always be careful and check that measurement. All right, next one. This is another Anthropologie piece. It is Odile. And I grabbed this because I liked the kind of oversized, almost Peter Pan collar with that kind of like scoop neck, and then it has this puff sleeve. It's embroidered. I just thought overall it was a really sweet piece for kind of this late spring, summer. We also have, this is definitely more fall, but hey, I liked it, so I grabbed it. It is We the Free, which is Free People. It's a size large, so a good size, and it's this purple. The body has almost like a waffle knit to it, and then the arms are slightly sheer. I won't call it lace, but it's like a, I don't know, like a pattern knit. It's kind of cool. So again, $4. That may sit for a while since it's out of season, but that is a-okay. This is another Free People. It's an older tag, I believe. Usually the metal tag, like the very small one that you see, it means it's sort of a newer piece. This is most likely a slightly older piece, but it is still very on trend, I think. So it's kind of striped from the front, a sheer button up, tab sleeves, but the back is really pretty with a floral print. Absolutely the right time to be listing this in terms of season. So went ahead and grabbed that for $4. Ooh, they're all falling on top of me. This is Miles by Madewell. Madewell is like under the same umbrella as J. Crew, although slightly higher end, I believe, like slightly more expensive. For me, it moves really well on Poshmark. That's what I found so far. So I was fairly excited to pick this up. It's like a peach and grey heathered sweatshirt. Unfortunately, it does not have a fabric content tag, and that also means I cannot find a style number, which is a bit of a bummer because that definitely helps. You can, I mentioned this before, but you can take that style number. It's usually on the inner tag. It'll say style and then usually some numbers and letters. Type that into Google with the brand name, and sometimes I'll go as far as saying like dress or sweatshirt, but that's pretty much it. And it will usually bring that item up with its stock photos and stuff. I personally, at the moment, don't use stock photos even on Poshmark, but I do like to get the exact title of the piece, and I also like to use that for reference of original retail price, and also that helps you find your comps a lot more clearly. I will just make do without the style number on this. Alright, this is a J. Crew piece. Unfortunately, the size tag is missing. So here's what I sometimes look for in J. Crew. So style is the first thing. The black tag means it's kind of the newer tag. And the lack of like any little dots underneath means it is not a J. Crew factory piece. It's like the actual higher end store. Also this piece here, I like the color blocking and the kind of heathered mint green. I think that's a really nice color contrasted with the forest green, but it's also 100% merino wool, which is a great fabric to work with. And I find that with J. Crew, merino wool seems to really help in my titles and whatnot. That's just like a personal observation. Anecdotal, if you will. Okay, 2 more pieces. I'm saving the best for last. Went ahead and grabbed this again for $4. So this is Cabby square tag. It means it's a slightly newer piece. The older tag is kind of longer, and the font is different. So the square tag usually means it's a fairly good buy. You still want to check the style number. Again, Cabby, just like J. Crew and Madewell, is one of these things where they do have the style number on the inside tag. You can look that up really quickly on eBay and even on Poshmark, and you can see exactly the name of the piece and exactly what it's going for, like comp wise, which is super useful, especially when you're in store and you're deciding whether or not it is a good buy. So this is like an orange and kind of like a tan brown heathered cardigan, but it has this really nice lace open detail running down the sleeve. Again, like fall or early, you know, when people start looking at that kind of stuff, that late summer, early fall time, I think that's going to do really well. Hopefully it will sell before then, but if not, I think that's going to be a pretty cool piece to have in my store at the change of season. And then here is my favorite find of the entire sourcing trip. This is a brand that I've been looking out for a while and have not yet found, so I was super excited, and I think it's a good piece as well as it just being a good brand. So the brand is, this is 3J Workshop. It is Johnny Was. It's like this kind of semi-sheer blue plaid button-up shirt, but it has floral embroidery all over it. When it comes to Johnny Was, usually the more embroidery and the slightly louder, the better. So I was excited to see something with all of this embroidery on it. I just think it's a good piece. It's a size medium, so it's not, you know, at least it's not an extra small. And for $4, heck yeah, I will buy that. I think that's a really cool piece to have in my store, and that it will most certainly drive some traffic. Okay, that is everything that I got on this sourcing trip. So the total I spent was about $93-ish, and like I said, it evened out to about $4 a piece. Let me know what you think. What has your experience been with the bins? Do you frequent it? Do you suggest trying again? Do you think that thrift stores are really the way to go? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for joining in. If you liked the video, hey, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. And it was good to talk to y'all. I'll see you soon. Bye.